So this video is basically going to show you how to make a killer fan page. And when I say killer, I truly mean it. Some of the ways you can differentiate yourself on Facebook are by what you post, which we're actually going to go over in the next video. And one of the key ways people actually sort of look over is designing a fan page to sort of really put your best foot forward as a salon. So let's just jump right in. This is called the makings of a killer fan page. The first thing people notice when people come to your page is definitely the cover photo. So that's actually a big deal now because a lot of people initially complained about the whole timeline and all of its features. They didn't like it, but now marketers are really beginning to realize it's a huge opportunity because the cover photo really spans the top of your page, and when somebody comes to your page, you really need to take advantage of it, and the cover photo is the way to do it. If the person comes to your page and they don't click like the first time they're there, you're really missing out on a huge opportunity because there's a saying, and it's so true, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So you want to make sure that your cover photo is making an awesome first impression for every visitor to your page. Your cover photo really is the prime real estate of the page, right? I mean, there's a lot of talk in real estate about location. This is the location as far as your fan page is concerned. This is an example of FindaBeautySalon, one of the salons we've actually worked with to significantly improve their page. The cover photo here is nice, right? There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not doing its job. And in this video, we're going to sort of go over some of the key elements to make sure that the cover photo really does its job. So this cover photo, for example, is a nice photo of the salon. Nothing wrong with it as far as looks. You get the idea that it's a good-looking salon. You get the idea that it's, sort of higher class, and that's great, but it's not exactly what you want at the end of the day. What you're going to want to do, we're going to go over in the next couple slides. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the cover photo makes an emotional connection with the user. You want to evoke certain emotions, and some of these with a salon or spa, the ones that are usually the emotions you want the person to feel are either happy, relaxed, or calm. Something sort of the way you would want them to feel if they came into your salon. So the cover photo has to evoke that emotion. If you just have a picture of your salon, you're not necessarily doing that unless there are some other elements, which again we'll talk about soon. By the way, if you're not taking notes, I highly recommend taking notes. I don't know how long this video is going to be free, so definitely take as many notes as you can. I really want you guys to implement this on your fan pages. Another thing you want to incorporate into your cover photo is your logo. And the reason why is because you sort of want to make that branding connection right away. You're going to have an awesome cover photo after all is said and done, and you really, really want to make sure that they associate that emotion that they initially felt by looking at your cover photo with your salon, with your brand. So some of you have spent a lot of money on your logo anyways, so might as well take advantage of that and make sure that it's, on the cover photo in a good place so that it's, again, they immediately tie that emotion that you're trying to evoke with the logo and the brand. The third thing that we really, really think should be in the cover photo is your unique value proposition. Why is your salon special? What is it about your salon that's going to get somebody to come in and try you for the first time? If you don't know what it is about your salon that's that special, then you really should do some searching and really try to determine that. Here are some examples, right? Celebrity stylist, right? If you're a celebrity stylist, you want to make sure everybody knows that because that just immediately builds credibility. If you have worked on celebrities. Obviously, celebrities need to look their best. So if you've worked on celebrities, then you're obviously in a good position to help them and make them look good, right? Another one, best blowouts. If that's one of your highlights, one of the things that you do absolutely amazingly, right? You want to make sure people know that. So that's another thing you can put into your cover photo. Exclusive discounts. This is obviously important. People oftentimes need incentives to like a page, and within your cover photo, you're going to want to incentivize them to like your page. So something we oftentimes will tie into the cover photo is a message of exclusive discounts, right? Something to note, actually, let's go over this one right here. If you're not sure what your unique value proposition is, you might just want to try something along the lines of exclusive deals for Facebook fans. So as I was showing you in Vered Salon, she obviously has many more fans now, but when we took the screenshot, the first one that you saw of the cover photo was her initial one, and this one is another one. So this is her updated one. So what we did was we incorporated two value propositions. One is that she's a celebrity stylist, and the second one is that she's offering exclusive deals to Facebook fans. One thing that was actually in this cover photo, if you actually take a look here, is social proof, right? So in this slide here, we go over social proof. If you have great reviews on City Search or Yelp or Foursquare, or even if you just have a lot of likes on Facebook already and you're not maximizing that to its ultimate ability, what you want to do is make sure that people know about it again in your cover photo, because again, they're just coming to your page for the first time because somebody checked into your salon or somebody liked your salon or something happened, somebody commented on one of your posts, so they're just like, oh, my friend commented, let me see what this salon is all about. So they just come to your page for the first time. You need to give it your all, and you need to make a great first impression. So again, if we go over this, what do we have here? We have her salon is an upper scale type of salon. She wanted to evoke sort of a calm feeling, obviously hair nicely done, and she wanted to say that she was a celebrity stylist and she's offering exclusive deals for Facebook fans. And then the social proof right away that you see is 100% positive feedback on City Search. Now you might not have 100%, you might not have, you might have something close to that. You might have other forms of social proof. You might want to include a testimonial as social proof, a short testimonial like best salon in Houston, and with the name of the person underneath it. Find out why we've been called the best salon in Houston by so many of our loyal clients, or something along those lines. So you want social proof because that's what people are going for. As we discussed in the first video, word of mouth marketing is so powerful today. So again, we want that social proof. We have her logo in here, so we're tying all of this into her logo. So when somebody drives by and they see her salon, or if somebody makes a connection down the road to her salon again, they'll remember that they'll have this initial impact to relate to later on down the line. So rounding up the cover photo, when you put it all together, right, we're making the emotional connection. Your logo has your unique value proposition and has some form of social proof. Here's another one, BDB. It's a blow dry bar in Australia, right? Emotional connection, a calm, woman in a field blowing a dandelion. This is just a calm feeling, and their unique value proposition will blow your hair, not your money, right? It's great. It's again something that's impactful. I think that they're missing this social proof, but they actually have 3,000 likes already, so I think that sort of speaks for itself. Even though I do think that they should incorporate some sort of social proof into this, I still think overall this is a good cover photo for a salon. So this seems pretty hard, right? I mean, how are you going to create your own Cover photo. I don't have a graphic designer. Oh, graphic designers are a headache. They're a pain to deal with. Trust me, I know. Sorry to my graphic designers who are listening. That's obviously not the case with them. I have some great ones, but this seems pretty expensive, right? And pretty hard to do. So what do I recommend? I actually recommend using a site called Fiverr.com. If you've never heard of it, it's Fiverr. It's actually spelled here at the top of this screenshot. .com. So you go to this site, and in the search box here, you would just type in Facebook cover photo, and you would get a lot of users. I would actually recommend sorting by rating when you get your search results up. You'll see that there are a lot of people who will do cover photos for $5. They're going to do, this person is going to do, and they have the best rating so far at this time of recording. I will design a professional new fan page timeline cover business or personal use cover photo. Basically, that's a timeline cover. And they'll also include a free profile picture avatar for $5. So if you don't have your own photos, one of the things I would recommend doing is using a site called 123rf.com. That's 123R as in Richard, F as in Frank.com. It's a stock photo site, which is very low cost, very affordable. You can get stock photos for $2 to $5. $1 to $5, I think, is actually the price. Highly recommended, and you can get a few stock photos. What you're going to want to do is get a couple photos or whatever, or at least one that you want to incorporate into your timeline. You would send this person your stock photo, a logo, and the tagline, your unique value proposition, right? And if you have social proof, obviously you would want to do that as well. Tell him you want all of this in the cover photo. And if you have an idea for how you want it laid out, you would explain that to him as well, or her. I'm not sure who does this. It actually looks like a female. So you would actually submit this to them, and they would return you a professionally done cover photo for $5. So again, a cheap and effective way to build cover photos. So now we're going to go over some other important page settings. The name of your page, which is actually what you set when you set up the page, and you can always change it later in the settings. The name of the page, we definitely recommend always beginning it with the name of your salon. So here are some examples. Varied Salon or Varied Hair Salon. And then what we like to do is put in the city and the type of salon when possible. So for example here, the two examples would be Varied Salon with a separator and then Los Angeles Hair Salon, or the other one is Varied Hair Salon Los Angeles. This is done for branding purposes more than anything else. And then we're actually going to go over a few more reasons why this is very important to begin it with the name of your salon, and then why we recommend adding in the city or the type of salon. So the reason, or one of the primary reasons why we incorporate the city name and the type of service that you offer, is because when you're running ads, which is something we're going to go over later in the series, your page name cannot be changed if you're sending people directly to your Facebook page. So when you're running ads on Facebook, they don't give you an option to change the title of the ad if what you're doing with that ad is sending people directly to your Facebook page, which is what we recommend doing in some cases. So because of that, we highly recommend qualifying the salon name with the type of salon and the city. Another reason, which I don't even get into here, is when somebody's clicking or commenting or visiting your page or liking your page or checking in, the name of the page is going to show up in their friends' feeds. So if Jill checked into Varied Hair Salon Los Angeles, if it just said Jill checked into Varied Salon or Jill checked into Varied, some salons don't even have salon after the name, then sometimes people just wouldn't click or they wouldn't be interested. By qualifying it by saying Jill checked into Varied Hair Salon Los Angeles, other people who are interested in finding a hair salon or knowing what hair salon Jill goes to, they're going to want to click on that to see your page. So that's another reason. Another reason is that it's good for SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization. It's basically ranking you on search engines like Google and Bing. Those are the two primary ones nowadays. Bing actually serves the search results for Yahoo. When you incorporate the city name hair salon into the name, it can help you rank for that term, like Houston Hair Salon, on Google and Bing. That's beyond the scope of this video. We definitely can go over more of that if it's really interesting to you guys, so let me know. But for now, ranking in Google and Bing, just know that if you incorporate this into your name, it'll actually help you down the line. Obviously, there are other factors as well. The username. So the username is another important setting. It makes it easy for users to go directly to your page. So for example, if we wanted people to go to facebook.com/VeridSalon, that would make it easy, right? So if we just directed people there. I actually personally highly recommend setting up a redirect from GoDaddy. It's super easy, super quick. You can also do it through alphanetdomains.com. That's actually ours. It'll be a little bit cheaper than GoDaddy as well. You would go to that page, you would register the domain name. So in Verid's case, what we did was we registered a domain veridfb.com, veredfb.com. And what we did there, after we registered the domain, GoDaddy actually has a setting where you can automatically redirect the people to another page. So we just redirect people from veredfb.com to Verid's page on Facebook. That makes it even easier to get people to the page. And in that case, it'll actually give you the ability to use your username for potential SEO benefits. Again, it's beyond the scope of this video, but just quickly, if you own something like facebook.com/Los Angeles Hair Salon, it would help you in some capacity to rank for Los Angeles Hair Salon. Google actually looks at the URL, and that actually helps in ranking a salon, or sorry, any page for the term that they're trying to rank for. But definitely remember, having the name alone won't be enough to rank well. You're going to need some other things, but again, that's beyond the scope of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.